So as I mentioned, we have different type of members. First of all is the public sector. So we work with member states, and we approach countries who see themselves in the vision of Smart Africa. So as I mentioned, we had 7 countries, now it's 40 countries and still growing, representing today a market of about 1.1 billion people. But it's not only the public sector, it's also the private sector. So we have a wide range of organizations, very large tech companies, medium, small, even startups, who join Smart Africa because they want to be actively partaking into this vision of creating a single digital market for Africa. And it's not all. We have the development partners, we have NGOs, we have foundations with whom we work, and all of them, again, they compare it to a building, and there are different pieces that are needed to build a building, right? So everyone brings a certain perspective that is needed to create and to materialize this vision of a single digital market in Africa. Okay, first of all, Connect, Innovate, Transform and Accelerate is our new strategy. It's the 2023-2025 Smart Africa Triennial strategy that we're currently implementing. So Connect focus on what we call the lower layers, the infrastructure which is needed, because we cannot talk about digital transformation without connectivity, without data centers, without cybersecurity. So all of that are important core infrastructure which are there at the bottom. So we have a big focus on that. The second focus we have is transform. Why? Because once you put that infrastructure, they need to be used for the citizen. It need to be to facilitate access to services. So that's why you bring, and those people need to be known. So that's why the digital ID need to be in place. Those people need to be able to transact. So that's where digital services come. Those people need to be able to pay. So that's where digital payment comes. So all of them sit on the bottom infrastructure that I mentioned earlier, data centers, connectivity, and so on. And that's where innovation really takes place, right? Because when you have those systems, and that's why the private sector role is becoming important, because they're the one driving payment, driving these transactions which are taking place along with the public sector. Now, the third layer is what we call innovate, and our approach to innovation is skills and capacity building, because different from other sectors, our sector, the tech sector, is very talent intensive. You cannot talk about all of that without people being trained. And those training, capacity building is all layers: policymakers, entrepreneurs, the youth, the people consuming the services. So that's why we have the third focus, which is innovate. And lastly, but not last, is the accelerate, because countries in Africa are at different levels of digitization. There are countries which are known for a decade or two of being very proactive in leading the transformation, but there are also some who are still starting this journey. So the Accelerate program, which is our 4th program, really serves at supporting countries and ensuring that no one is left behind at the level of policy, strategy, project implementation. So we bring all the 4 components under the 3-year strategy or the triennial strategy of Smart Africa.